Hi, my name is Kate. Welcome to my channel, and today I will be sharing to you an Audible Fixer Up by Tessa Bailey. I also have here my book review just in case there will be a lot of spoiler since I will be sharing a brief summary and then I'll do a book review. So first, the main character of Tessa Bailey's Fixer Up is Travis, who is a retired baseball player. He got retired because of injury. Georgie Castle, she is the youngest child of Mr. and Mrs. Castle, who owns a construction company that buys a house, renovate it, and then sell. Georgie has two other siblings, which is Steven, the eldest, who is also the best friend of Travis, Bethany, the middle child, and in the construction, there is another employee whose name is Dominic. He used to be deployed in Afghanistan. Dominic is married to a girl named Rosie, who is half Argentine. I just said that because of a plot twist. The brief summary is Travis was a gift of God for baseball. He came from a small town and then became popular, went to pro, but unfortunately, during his pro playing time, he got injured, and because he had injured on his shoulder, he was passed from team to another until he was forced to retire at a young age. And because of his shoulder injury and early retirement of his dream job, he was forced to go back to their small town where he spent all of his days in his apartment drinking alcohol, being into depression, and not going out. And because he was in depression, all of his friends were talking to him, trying to convince him to like get up, get out of the depression, and so forth, but nothing working. So here comes Georgie. Georgie has been the constant thing in Travis. Georgie has been in love with Travis since she was very young, like I believe 5. And then there was a time that Georgie always watched Travis play baseball from high school until pro, either home game or away. She's always there watching and cheering. But Travis ignored him because he thought he was just the annoying kid of his best friend's sister. And then when Georgie went to the house of Travis, told her to get out, I need you to fix your life, and so on and so forth. She even threw a lo mein into him while he was sleeping. They made a discussion, a little bit of argument, and then Travis realized that Georgie is no longer a kid. So after that, Georgie left the apartment, and Travis, the following day, went out to look for a job to keep himself busy because he was stung by what Georgie said about him being compared to his father, which is alcoholic, who has a divorced family, and so forth. And on his way to Steven's construction, because he inherited the construction company from his father, he saw Tracy. Tracy is his former schoolmate, and Tracy was trying to flirt him because apparently there is a competition in the small town to ask Travis for a date because first, he is very popular, he's very handsome, and third, he was called baseball two bats because he is a womanizer. He keeps hanging out and going out with girls while he is popular. He changed girls like how he changed his shirt. And people even joke that his girlfriend never runs out faster than a tissue roll, and so forth. And then Travis got stuck. And while he was stuck, Georgie came to rescue him. And then Tracy awkwardly noticed what's going on, but whatever. And then they went to the office of Steve, where Steve told Georgie the adults were speaking, run along, because Georgie, the youngest child, is always seen and treated like a child. On top of that, her job is a professional clown to kids' birthday because she loves kids. And so back to the office where Steve and Travis were speaking, Travis said, I need a job while I'm looking for a gig, because his agent is still looking for a baseball gig for him despite his shoulder injury. And Travis said, this is just for the meantime. Steve said, this is a commitment, it's a serious job, and you don't need this job because I've seen how much you earn. However, he still gave him a chance because they are best friends. Unfortunately, the first job is in front of Travis' family house, which is the remainder of his traumatic childhood experience, his toxic father, and his mother who doesn't love him. Basically, Travis is just like a mistake child. And after that, she said, okay. Then Georgie went inside the office and said, I'm starting to have a family tradition where every Friday we will have a family breakfast in my house because I just bought a home. And unfortunately, on that day, his family did not show up. Steven forgot to tell his wife. And because Steven forgot to tell his wife, she contacted Bethany. And Bethany also said that she was busy. And because her two siblings canceled on her, she called her parents and canceled it too. But when she was about to throw all the food, Travis showed up, and he was the only one who showed up in the meeting. And Travis said, I'm sick and tired of eating ordered food. And so she went and they talked and showed him around the apartment and noticed that the fireplace is the first that needs to be reconstructed. And so Travis said, I will talk to Steve and see what we can do. Steve talked to Travis, as Travis talked to Steve about the fireplace, and Steve said, we are busy. So Travis told Georgie, and Georgie said, okay. But because Travis saw how sad Georgie is, he volunteered to fix it on Tuesday. Unfortunately, he forgot to fix the fireplace, and so Georgie had a guy. He's a single dad. His name is Pete, and he asked Georgie for a date. Travis saw them in his house. He got jealous, and so on and so forth. On the same time of that, Georgie told Travis, mm, you know what? I'm going on a date. And so he got shocked. After he got shocked, he left. And then because he's going on a date, he needs to find new clothes because Georgie loves to wear thrifted clothes, the old clothes of her sibling. And then when she went to Tracy's boutique, she made a transformation, like from being this childish, wearing old clothes, to a very feminine, very ethereal beauty that she didn't know that she was. And when she went out of the boutique, she saw Travis, and Travis gave her to look because he didn't recognize Georgie. Georgie said, I am going to a date. Travis panicked. He went over dramatic. Suddenly noticed that Georgie is fully grown and beautiful. But unfortunately, while they are fighting, Georgie accidentally hit the same injured shoulder of Travis, and because of that, she needs to do the first aid, and she took her home. She took him home to his apartment, and then Georgie has to cancel her date with Pete. And while they are on the car ride, they're talking about things, and because Georgie was so in love with Travis, she accidentally swerved. And because she swerved, Travis, he went immediately in protective mode and went to cover Georgie's arms like this. But unfortunately, his arm landed on Georgie's boobie. And then when they arrived home, he put an ice pack and they had a talk and informed him that his agent had a new gig for him. It's a commentator for a family network, but they will only hire him if he showed that he's already changed, no longer a womanizer, is a committed man, everything family related. But unfortunately, he is not like that. So when they are in the apartment, they cleaned, made some challenges, and when she got tired, she fell asleep. Travis suddenly wake her up and said, "Where's Dale?" Travis like got jealous, like who is Dale? But the side note is that Dale is Georgie's vibrator. And then yada yada, something happened until they finally went into talking. Well, actually, it was Georgie who negotiated. I want to be taken seriously by family. I want to grow my clown professional entertainment, but nobody's taking me seriously because I'm just the youngest child of the Castle family. While you, on the other hand, need to show that you're committed, you are changed to that network. So what if we fake date? So Travis didn't like the idea because he will be breaking the bro code, which is never date your best friend's sister, which Steven also doesn't like because Steven knows that he is a womanizer, and he told him, "You can date whoever you want, just not the woman in my life." Speaking of Georgie and Bethany, Bethany is already an enemy of Travis, so it doesn't matter. So at that time, while they are in their room, um, because they are already like negotiating about fake dating, the first spice happened where they dry hump each other, that directly. And then after that, they went on a date. The first date was, well, actually, it's not that first date, but whatever. So while Georgie was playing a clown in a party, Travis went. He participated in the games. After that, there was a paparazzi. And then after that, they went on a second date and the third date. During their dates, they are being followed by paparazzi, and some fans even made fun of Travis because of the joke two bots. Until there was a time that Georgie got fed up. She defended Travis, and then because they are followed by paparazzi, it was recorded and published to the local newspaper and into the MLB, or baseball sport world, where it became popular. And after that, they made out. He took the V card of Georgie. They went in a baseball dugout and do another spice. And they basically are falling for each other. Georgie fell in love with Travis since he was young. But the problem is Travis, because he has commitment issue and he does not want to have a family because he was so traumatized with his family. Like his parents does not like him. He was the mistake. And Georgia, on the other hand, knows that Travis will never fall in love with her because she is the sister of Travis' brother. However, at the night of the dinner with the CEO of the family network, they realize and confess to each other that they are basically into each other, they are in love, and they do the deed in the limousine ride on their way home. And unfortunately, after that, he called his dad so that he will be selling their family house. But because it's not owned fully by Travis, the agent who is selling the house contacted his father. He went back to the town and told Travis about the nasty stuff. And because Travis know that his father is toxic, he told him that he is not in love with Georgie, he's just a girl with a crush and just using him, and so on and so forth. But Steven heard that, and so Steven told to Georgie, and they fought and all that. But Travis is already hired in the network, and Georgie doesn't want to see him, doesn't want to talk to him. In order for Travis to get Georgie's attention, he made a lot of grand gesture. He even gave his family home to Bethany to have it repair, sell, and Bethany can keep all the profit. Until the sport day, wherein he is already the announcer, he made a confession, he proposed, and so on and so forth. All the love gesture he changed, And Georgie saw it on TV, so Georgie immediately ran. He was driven by Steven to go to the stadium where um, Travis is, and they got stuck in traffic. They saw each other in the traffic in the middle of the road, and then she said yes. The end. That's the brief summary of the Fixer Up by Tessa Bailey. There's a lot of spice, there's a lot of love or romance gesture, there's a lot of twists such as building a woman's group and Catherine. But that's too much spoiler already. It's like you're not going to read the book anymore. And so I'm going now to go on the book review. So let's go first with the character. Stephen, the older brother, is an evil, pure evil. He was the one who told Travis that do not date Georgie, despite Travis confessing to him how he feel that they are dating, and he was also the one who did not give Travis the chance to explain why he said the mean things to his father. Bethany is just pure evil. She hates Travis through and through, and when Travis confessed to him how he feels about Georgie and asked help, the only thing that she say was literally to let Georgie watch Travis doing the confession, but he did not say she did not say everything that um, Travis told him when Travis confessed to him. Rosie is the half Argentinian who is married to Dominic and part of the women's group. However, they are having issue with their relationship, their marriage. It's like trouble in paradise. My issue with Rosie is that Dominic, her husband, was a military who got deployed in Afghanistan, who is experiencing PTSD, but instead of talking to him, she was just giving her a cold treatment. And she makes the best empanadas. Now, Christine, the wife of Steven, I'm speaking him last, is like from Georgia, who is self-centered and just pure evil. Like, she thinks like she's the queen, like, the mean girls and stuff. She's like that. Mr. and Mrs. Castle, they are very nice. However, they don't treat Georgie seriously. And that's why Travis constantly defends Georgie to her family, even to their family dinner, and so on. And then Georgie, she's the only constant thing in Travis' life. She's been in love with Travis for the longest time. But Georgie wants to have a happy family, like the Castle family. Travis was from divorce, so she didn't like it. Now let's go to the like. My first like is how Georgie transformed into a beautiful girl from a kid with wearing of thrift clothes despite her using credit card. She grew up to be mature, she's very generous, and she really has the passion to pursue her dream. She's such an empowered woman. I like how Travis did simple gesture, secretly defending Georgie against her family, defending Georgie during family dinner, respecting Georgie's wants, how her V card wants to be like used, cut, removed, something like that. And he was also doing the grand gesture secretly to Georgie by protecting him also against his father and fulfilling what Georgie wants, which is for the people around her to be successful. I like Bethany a little bit, just a little bit, because even though she was bitchy up to Travis about his confession, she still made sure that Bethany will watch, I know, Georgie will watch the proposal of Travis on TV. And Dominic, he's very nice, he's quiet, and I like how he quietly works. And he knows already everything that is going on with Rosie and the girl group, but yeah. My dislike is that although this is a happy ending, there was a cliffhanger. Yeah, there's a cliffhanger. Because maybe this is a series and this is a series one, but they are in the middle of the traffic. She said yes, they'll start a family, but that's it. No more, no less. My second dislike is how Georgie's family, the Castle family, treated her like a kid, even though she is already 20 years old with her own business. Third is I don't like everything that happened to Travis before he became famous. Like divorced family, alcoholic father, toxic father who treated Travis like a garbage and so forth. And I don't like how Rosie treated Dominic. Like, he could have been traumatized, PTSD, but Rosie still treated him with cold shoulder, like silent treatment and all. They never even made love anymore, despite them being like the relationship goal during their high school. Now let's go to the rating. So my rating is 4 because although there was a happy ending, many character development, many plot twists, and just nice spice, I still have 4 because I didn't like the ending. Their spice is 3 out of 5. The spice chapter are 11, 18, 21, 22, and 25. Do I recommend this? Well, if you are into your trope is fake dating and family issue drama. I think that's common in all the books that I've read. Yes, in bottom line, I highly recommend this book. So from Audible, this is 4.3 out of 5 star, and the length is 10 hours. This was narrated by Charlotte North, and I actually like it. I recommend it. Although it's just a 4 stars for me, there is a spice, and there's a lot of spice. I like it a lot. Just not the ending. That would be all. Wow, that sounds chaotic. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next book. Bye-bye.